it kind of depends on the type of portfolio, but some of the things that I really like to show are some of the tabs that you have within the portfolio analysis, the contribution of risk and performance of what actually security is providing the most performance, where is it actually coming from? I think that was kind of eye-opening to a lot of my clients that I've done that with so far. And I've used lots of tools through the years, but it's always been kind of hard to show that. I have to speak to it versus kind of show to it, because a lot of the data wasn't there basically. I mean, you could do it by hand, but a lot of the softwares weren't quite up to that. And then the risk part of that, kind of the opposite side of that, where in your portfolio is really the risk coming from. And when we're having that asset allocation conversation of why we do that little graph there is great, because the reason we're doing those asset allocation is to spread that around. So those are, I don't try to get too technical. Obviously it depends on the client and what they're comfortable with is kind of how far I'll go with that. But that's been really helpful to kind of show that. Then I like showing the annual drawdowns over time within any given year of what actually happens, even though it might have been a 13% year, but within that year, there was also a 20% drawdown. So people can see how that happens even within a year. I think is good data for them to see. And then I have found that the scenarios page kind of showing what their portfolio has done through all the kind of crazies in the market over the last 20 years really does kind of help give them perspective on how wild sometimes those swings. And what I'm trying to do is be less risky than your kind of your baseline. So to show that how that worked, in a boom, in a bust, it seems to really resonate with them.